Good morning. My name is Nicole Bula, and today I'm answering the question of who I am. So, to begin with, I am a very complex human and I am a lot of things. But I would say one thing that describes me the most out of all is versatility, or in other words, adaptability. I am great at changing depending on the setting, the environment, the situation, and the people I'm with. All of those things I can adapt to it. For what reasons? To better understand the people I'm with, to make bonds with them, to better handle tasks I am given, to better be able to understand what I'm doing and why I'm doing it. Every decision that I make, every action that I do is thought out. So, to better explain this, I show this book, Metamorphosis by Franz Kafka. There's a quoting here that I really love, and it's when the main character, Gregor, is struggling to get out of bed. And so it describes the following. At the same time, he did not forget, meanwhile, to remind himself that cool reflection, the coolest possible, was much better than desperate resolves. So this is himself basically thinking, hey, I'm really struggling right now, but instead of panicking and doing a bunch of frantic moves, I'm going to think about it closely before I actually do something. Before I'm about to mess things up for myself, before I am about to waste a bunch of energy on panicking. Another book that has a good quote that I really love is Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. It basically says, I admire the activity of your benevolence, observed Mary, but every impulse of feeling should be guided by reason, and in my opinion, exertion should always be in proportion to what is required. So in other words, you should always match what you're about to do to the issue. Match, like, it has to be proportionate. You can't just be doing extreme solutions to something that doesn't necessarily require it. You have to be thinking clear, like the first book said, and then you have to match the issue, like the second book says. And again, I think that really has to do with adaptability and me. That really shows like what I do on my daily life, whether it's at work, school, making friends, hanging out with old friends, dealing with family, everything. I think that really defines me. Nicole. I am adaptable. I am always changing, yet I am still me. I am not losing myself. Thank you for listening.